everybody. It's me, Timmy Flyers Guy, and welcome to another edition of the Orange and Black Recap. I'm your host, Timmy Flyers Guy. I wanted to come on here and talk about last night's game between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Calgary Flames. In the first period, it did not look too good. Flyers went down 2-0. In the second period, Flyers were able to break through with a goal. Travis Konecny had the first goal of the game for the Philadelphia Flyers. The Flyers and Calgary took a 3-1 lead after that. And it was Joel Farabee who narrowed the gap at 3-2. He got the second goal. In the third period, Flyers looked like they were on the verge of a comeback. Ivan Fedotov was making some good saves in that third period. Gotta give him a lot of credit. Even though Fedotov gave up some goals in that game, he really looked like he wanted to. He was trying to keep his team in the game. And that's a good sign. I think Fedotov is going to be really good. If you give a couple of years, he's going to be really good. But it didn't go well last night. Third period, Calgary took the 4-2 lead. I have to say, the referees in this game, they really were out of control. That one goal that Calgary got shouldn't even have been a goal. I didn't know. Only in the NHL where you can score with your hand. Well, I thought that shouldn't have been a goal. The second goal, Fedotov he really couldn't do anything about that. About that one. The third goal, same thing. But it seems every time the Flyers tried to make a comeback, something went wrong in that game. Whether it be Morgan Frost's injury, Forrester's 10-minute misconduct, which shouldn't even have been a 10-minute misconduct. I think they need to do something about that rule. I really think they need to do something about that rule. Because that hit was not a good hit. That hit was kind of looked like it was high from the Calgary Flyers. I think the Calgary Flyers should have got the penalty for that. You should have got a penalty for illegal shots in the head. But no, they didn't call that. I gotta tell you, Chris Beach, the referee, he's the most annoying referee ever. He has to call every single thing. It's like, dude, you're a referee. You're like a mall cop. Nobody gives a crap about you. Except there are some reps that people give a crap about, like Jared Frazier and all those refs from the 90s, but not these reps. I'm just saying that a lot of the penalty calls were a little bit ticky-tacky, and I just thought the referee was kind of out of control in that game. So going into the third period, Calgary takes a 4-2 lead. Flyers try to come back again. Calgary gets another goal, and it's 5-2. And most of these goals were bad calls from the referee. And I gotta say that I think the refs gave Calgary this game. I really do. I think they gave Calgary this game. Flyers were on the verge of making a comeback. Konecny was able to get in his second goal. It was 5-3. Flyers fault to the Canadians. 5-3. But I gotta tell you, great. Mitch Hoff was good last night. So Dotov, he looked a little shaky, but then he was starting to really find his game later. He made some very important saves when the Flyers were trying to make a comeback. He did whatever he could to keep the Flyers in that game. I got a lot of respect for that. And this was just a tough loss. Like I said, the refs gave Calgary this game. And the Flyers, they got burned last night. They got burned last night. But I will say that the ceremony before the game, that was a very beautiful ceremony for Johnny Gaudreau and Matthew Gaudreau. Got a lot of respect for those two players. Johnny Gaudreau was, he would have been a Stanley Cup champion. Honestly, to tell you the truth, he would have been a Stanley Cup champion. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. But I gotta tell you, Calgary really went all out for that ceremony last night. Got a lot of respect for the Calgary Flames fans. Those guys have seen hockey all their lives. They've grown up and watched hockey all their lives. And Gaudreau is one of the best players in the NHL. If he wouldn't have passed away, I'm telling you, he probably would have been one of the greatest hockey players of all time. He would have been in the caliber of Wayne Gretzky and Mario Lemieux, but unfortunately fate had other plans, and it's a sad situation. Considering that Gaudreau is a local guy who lives close to Philly, just a sad thing, you know. He was in the prime of his career. Just like most hockey players, Kelly Lindbergh, and dealt a cruel fate. And I'm happy that, I'm glad to see that they honored Johnny Gaudreau. That was a beautiful tribute video. It was a beautiful thing that they did from Johnny Gaudreau last night. As for the Flyers, I know this is a tough loss, but luckily it was only the second game of the season. They won the first game, and the first game is important. But this second game, the reason they lost, it probably has something to do with fatigue. And plus the Flyers had to deal with adversity all night with the multiple penalties being called on them, the 10-man misconduct on Tyson Foerster, the injury to Morgan Frost, and I didn't give Frost credit. Even though he was hurt, he tried to go out there again and play for his team, but fortunately it didn't work out that way. The Dotov was a little shaky. He didn't make the saves. Didn't matter in that game. And although he didn't get that first, maybe crucial. Well, he did get that first save. Maybe he didn't get that second. Maybe he didn't get one of the crucial saves that we had to make at the beginning. But in a way, when the Flyers were behind, he really did everything he could to keep the Flyers in that game last night. It was a tough loss. I'm not going to get too upset about it. I'm not going to get too upset about it. The important thing now is to focus on the next game. I think that's what the Flyers need to do. They need to take their mind off of what happened. In Calgary, they got 2 nights off. They got tonight off and tomorrow night off. And then they'll be back at it on Tuesday night when they take on the Edmonton Oilers. So the Flyers should be a refreshed hockey team for that game. That game can be seen on ESPN. Not ESPN Plus, but ESPN the channel. So make sure you guys Check that out, Flyers. Edmonton Oilers. That game will be on Tuesday. Guys, thanks for joining me. And like always, let's go Flyers.